Ever felt a tug at your heart, like someone stitching it tight? Welcome to Shadow Watch, where we unravel tales that weave through the dark. Tonight, we're in Charleston, South Carolina, where threads don't just mend, they bind. Meet the Shadow Seamstress, her needle sharp, her cloth your fate, and if she sews your name, you're hers. Stay close. This story's twists will snag you deeper than you expect. This is Lena Ward, a 34-year-old fashion designer, sharp-eyed, chasing a spark after a string of flops. It's October 2024, and she's in Charleston, a city of cobblestones and charm, to hunt inspiration for her next collection. The locals are warm, but their smiles fade when Lena asks about old shops. Especially one. A tailor's tucked in an alley, shuttered since the 1800s. She's rented an apartment on Church Street, air thick with jasmine and salt, her sketchbook blank, but the city hums low like it's watching her. Her first day, Lena wanders, sketching steeples, lace gates, but an alley pulls her, narrow, shadowed, leading to a shop. Faded sign reading Vase Threads. The windows are dark, boards cracked, but a spool glints inside, red, glowing faintly. She blinks, it's gone, but a hum starts, soft, not wind, like a needle through silk, whispering, "Lena," from the stones, not the air. Her pulse jumps. She's alone, no one's there, but the alley feels alive. Threads brushing her skin, too real. She shakes it off, city vibes, but her phone's camera catches static, then a hum. Lena, clear, like it knows her. Back at the apartment, she sketches, but her lines twist, forming spirals, not hers, threading her name, her failures. A show she tanked, a partner she pushed away. Lena's no fool, but this isn't jet lag, it's personal, and the shop's hum lingers, stuck in her bones. She digs online, finding whispers about Esther Vey, a seamstress in the 1840s, famed for dresses that fit too well, like they owned you. Rumors said she sewed fates, not cloth, binding clients with threads that didn't break, debts, lies, worse. After a fire, Esther vanished, but her shop stayed, calling those with regrets. Lena scoffs, ghost tales sell tours, but her sketchbook's open, words scrawled. You left her, not her ink, but a choice she buried, a friend she hurt. Next morning, she asks a vendor, Clara, about the shop. Clara's eyes dart, says, "Stay out, girl, she'll stitch you up." Lena laughs, small-town spook, but Clara's hands shake like she's felt the needle too. Back in the alley, Lena circles the shop, boards loose, and the hum returns. Lena, sharper, weaving her name with guilt, her shame, clear as thread. Her flashlight dims, shadows moving, not cobwebs but shapes, blurred, watching from the glass. She steps closer, boards creaking, the hum spiking. Lena, then more. You ran. You failed. Her secrets, small but raw, spilling from the shop. A thread snags her sleeve, red, glowing. Not there before, and the hum sings, cold like silk on her spine. Lena bolts, apartment in sight, but the alley's threads follow, patient, endless. Inside, she's panting. Sketchbook glowing faintly, her name stitched in red, alive. Charleston's charm hides its snares, but the seamstress threads them tight. What would you do with a needle that knows your soul, threads that don't cut? Would you pull or let them bind? Lena's about to learn what the shadow seamstress wants, and it's not just a stitch. Don't go anywhere. This tale's weaving to life, darker than Charleston's deepest alleys. Lena's pulse races, the sketchbook trembling in her grip, her name stitched in red. You left her, not her hand. The shadow seamstress's hum weaving through the alley, spilling her secrets. A show she tanked, a friend she hurt. The apartment's walls close in. Charleston's charm fading. The shop's threads brushing her mind. Not cloth, but fate, pulling tight. She's designed dresses before, but this isn't art, it's a snare. And the seamstress has her caught. She slams the sketchbook shut, but the hum grows. Lena, threading through the room, soft, relentless, naming her shame. Lena searches online, digging deeper into Esther Vey, the seamstress of the 1840s. Her stitches binding souls, not fabric. Her clients vanishing after fittings. Debts, lies, regrets. A forum mentions her shop. Vey's threads, never raised, always calling those with guilt. Lena's no believer, but her sketchbook's words burn, and the hum's not a story, it's here. She steps out, flashlight shaking, the alley darker, cobblestones slick, the shop's boards loose, glowing faintly. The air's thick, jasmine and dust, but the hum shifts, whispering, Lena, then sharper. You failed her. Her past, raw, spilling from the walls. Her light catches spirals, carved in wood, pulsing red, like thread. The shop feels alive, watching. And a creak sounds, not wind, but deliberate, like scissors snapping shut. The hum sings, Lena, weaving her regrets. You ran. You broke. Small sins but heavy, sewn into her skin. Lena pushes closer, reckless, needing proof. The hum louder, a needle's rhythm now, naming her fears, her flaws. She pries aboard, the shop exhaling, dust swirling, revealing a counter, spools glinting, red, alive. The hum spikes, Lena, cold, from inside, not the air, and shadows move, not cobwebs, but shapes, blurred, their eyes glinting, reflecting her guilt, her shame, too many. Esther's work. She steps in, floor creaking, air heavy with wax and ash, and finds a dress, half sewn, glowing faintly, spirals stitched in red, Lena's name embroidered, fresh, wet, like ink. Her heart pounds. This isn't history, it's a claim, and Esther's threads are her voice, her curse, binding Charleston souls. The hum chants, Lena, promising truth if she stays, ruin if she fights. The shadows curl, their forms clearer, not people, but fates, hers, others, hungry, alive. Lena backs away, flashlight flickering, the shop shrinking, boards groaning, threads snagging her arms, cold like silk and bone, urging her to the dress. She trips, sketchbook falling, pages open, new words, you're hers. The shadows hiss, their eyes locking hers, peeling her apart. A choice she dodged, a bond she broke. The dress pulses, red, and something moves, not fabric, but thread, coiling toward her. Alive, claiming. She bolts, threads snapping, the hum roaring, Lena, weaving her name with pain, a failure she buried, a trust she cracked. The alley blurs, shop fading, shadows gliding, not chasing but waiting. Her apartment's ahead, door ajar, though she locked it, sketchbook glowing inside, her name bolder, stitched tight. She slams it shut, panting, the hum fainter. But in her, looping, her secrets no longer hers. Charleston's alleys hide their snares, but the seamstress sews them deep. What would you do with threads that know your heart, eyes that never blink? Would you cut them or wear her work? Lena's caught in the seamstress's stitch and it's not letting go. Stay with us. This story's threading louder, darker than Charleston's oldest stones. Lena's heart slams. The sketchbook's words, you're hers. burning her eyes, the shadow seamstress's hum clawing her mind, Lena, spilling her secrets. A friend she hurt, a failure she hid. The apartment's air chokes, Charleston's alleys alive, threads weaving Esther Vay's curse, peeling her soul, her guilt, her shame, her name. Shadows glide, eyes glinting, not cloth but fate's hungry, binding her stitch by stitch. She grips the sketchbook, pages pulsing, names, Esther's, 1840s, circled, then others. Lena's glowing red like thread and blood. The hum spikes, Lena, chanting her sins, small scars now anchors, a show she crashed, a trust she broke. The shop's song weaves, relentless, and shadows sharpen, blurred forms, not human, but pain. Esther's pain, their eyes reflecting Lena's regrets, raw, alive, pulling her deeper into the dark. Lena digs through notes, finding Esther's tale, a seamstress who stitched fates, not dresses, her needle cursed after betrayal, a lover's lie, a fire that didn't kill her craft. The sketchbook pulses, new words, you owe, though Lena's no traitor. The hum roars, Lena, from the walls, naming her fears, exposed, raw. A creak twists, not wood, but air, and shadows rise, their forms clearer, clients, lost, their eyes hers, Esther's, dragging her to the shop, to its heart. She grabs a knife, reckless, needing answers, and bolts to the alley, shop looming, boards groaning, the hum a chorus, Lena, spilling her past, you failed, you ran. The dress looms, spirals flaring red, pulsing, alive. The hum screams, Lena, and shadows close, their touch cold, like silk and ash, urging her to touch it. She slices a board, dust parting, revealing a loom, old, carved with spirals, glowing, heavy, Esther's, threading her name. The sketchbook burns, pages tearing, and the shop sways, threads coiling, not wind, but will, Esther's will. The shadows hum, their voices blending. Lena, promising truth if she stays, ruin if she fights. She lifts the dress, hand shaking, finding cloth stitched tight, names sewn. Esther's, others, Lena's, fresh, wet, alive. The hum's a command, Lena, and the shadow's eyes lock hers, peeling her apart, her guilt, her choice to flee, heavy, endless. The threads move, slow, curling toward her, cold, like Esther's needle, claiming. Lena pulls back, knife trembling, the shop shrinking, boards creaking, threads snapping at her skin, cold, like fate's grip. She shouts, voice breaking, asking what Esther wants. No answer, just the hum, louder, weaving her name with pain, a bond she broke, a dream she killed. The shadows surge, their forms merging. A tapestry of eyes not human, but debt, Esther's debt and Lena's marked. She bolts, dress slipping, threads snapping at her heels, the loom flaring, red, alive. The shop roars, shadows lunging, but Lena runs, alley blurring, the hum chasing. Lena, patient, eternal. The apartment looms, door open, though she locked it, sketchbook pulsing inside, waiting. She slams it shut, gasping, the sketchbook's last page glowing. You're bound. The hum's faint, but in her, looping. Her secrets, hers no more, and the shadow seamstress's curse is tightening. What would you do with threads that know your heart, stitches that never fade? Would you fight or wear her fate? Lena's trapped in the seamstress's curse, and the truth's about to twist. Don't look away, the story's stitching darker, deeper than Charleston's blackest alleys. Lena's breath catches, the sketchbook searing, You're bound glowing red. The shadow seamstress's hum clawing her soul. Lena, spilling her secrets. A trust she broke, a failure she hid. The apartment's alive. Charleston's alleys twisting. Threads weaving Esther Vay's curse, binding her guilt, her shame, her name. Shadows glide, eyes endless, not fabric, but fates, hungry, stitching her whole. She clutches the sketchbook, spirals pulsing, Clara's warning ringing. Stay out. But Lena's deep in the seamstress's hum, her secrets hers no more. The song grows, Lena, from the walls, naming sins, small scars now chains. A show she tanked, a friend she failed. A creek twists, not wood, but air, and shadows rise, tall, blurred, their eyes hers, Esther's, pulling her to the shop, to its loom. Lena bolts, sketchbook slipping, the alley roaring. Lena, weaving her regrets, raw, endless. The shop's dense, board snapping, the hum deafening. You failed. You ran. The dress looms, spirals flaring red, shadows circling. Their forms clearer, clients lost, their eyes hungry, endless. Her flashlight's dead, the hum chanting Lena, promising peace if she stays, ruin if she fights. The threads coil, slow, toward her, cold, like Esther's needle, claiming her soul. She dives for the loom, hands burning, and pries it, finding cloth old, stitched tight, names sewn. Esther's, others, Lena's, fresh, wet. The shop screams, threads clawing, shadows lunging, their touch silk, peeling her heart, her choice to flee, her betrayal. Lena shouts, voice lost, the loom pulsing, threads tightening, but she tears free, running, shop roaring, the hum screaming, Lena, patient, eternal. The alley fades, Charleston streets dark, Lena's car stuttering, engine alive, and she drives, shop shrinking, sketchbook lost, but the hum's in her singing Lena, promising Esther waits. Miles out, she stops, hands trembling, her reflection wrong, eyes too deep, glinting like theirs. The shadow seamstress doesn't cut, she binds, and Lena's secrets are hers, a fate sewn in thread, unpaid, forever. Charleston's alleys still hum, threading names, binding souls. What would you do with stitches that know your heart, threads that never break? Stories like these don't end, they snag, make you flinch at every seam. If your skin's crawling, smash that like button, show us you're here. Comment below, would you cut the threads or wear her fate? Share this with a friend who'd jump at a stitch or one who'd scoff just to spook them. Subscribe to Shadow Watch, hit the bell, and brace for more tales that'll haunt your nights. Next time, we're diving deeper, unless you're too scared to see.